Really. I like Adventure Time. I do. I really like it. I remember growing up and going to school and talking with my friends about the new episodes as they were coming out. Right now, I'm 22 years old and I still can't gather all my thoughts about the show. So, I'm going to attempt to. I'm just going to talk about the episodes, mostly their plot, things I notice along the way, what I like and don't like about them. I'm not an English major or an armchair philosopher. I'm just a normal dude, and I really like Adventure Time.
Adventure time! Come on, grab your friends. We'll go to very distant lands. We'll take the dog and then the human. The fun will never end. It's adventure time.
Immediately within the first second of the intro, we know something is wrong with this world. Why are there weapons of war from different ages? There's nuclear bombs and arrows. Why are there headphones? Then we see our first case of magic in the world, and we think, who is this guy and what's his deal? Why does he look so angry? Then we have this shot of a castle-like structure and the candy people of the Candy Kingdom, and they seem happy, almost carefree, in contrast with the wizard we saw earlier. A simple shot of Princess Bubblegum and Lady Rainicorn. Marceline with dilapidated infrastructure around her, and oh yeah, she's a vampire. A two-headed duck. A willow tree treehouse, complete with windows, chimneys, a balcony, and even an observation area. Now we have our two heroes, and you wonder, who are these guys? There's also this funny-looking box in the corner. Oh, I see. Well, they seem fun. Possibly a little daring to go into the Icelands with that wizard guy roaming around. I guess that answers who they are and some of their personality and characteristics. Season 1, Episode 1, Slumber Party Panic. I think it's kind of funny that it sort of looks like the front of a comic book, even with the publication and 25-cent cost. We also have the first mention of the land of Oo. I'm not sure why they look like they're on a beach when the episode pretty much takes place on the inside. I just love the ripped pages of the opening credits. It makes it seem like the stories of Oo are old and makes the world feel a little more lived in to me. Here we can see Jake, with his stretchy powers, chase after his girlfriend, Lady Rainicorn.
All right, let me just add 3 more drops of explosive diarrhea. Ooh.
This explosive diarrhea joke wasn't too funny to me, but I do like the skull cloud that comes out of it. We can also see that Princess Bubblegum is scientifically inclined and Finn is curious, albeit childish, which makes sense. Again, something I'm not too fond of is Finn beating on his chest. Maybe it's the noise he makes and the fact that it's an animation, but I don't know, something about it just feels off. Princess Bubblegum's decorpsinator serum doesn't go quite right, which kicks off the episode.
Something's wrong.
The first zombie somehow tosses himself perfectly into the large vial with the rest of the serum, corrupting it. The bottle then throws itself with a little woohoo and breaks on the graves of the graveyard. More zombies come about, and we learn that they are hungry for sugar. There's some pretty funny puns in here that Finn says, like, "You're grounded, chew on this, and get a life," which really builds back some confidence lost in the first minute with the comedy, to me. Since the zombies crave sugar and the Candy Kingdom with all the candy people are so close by, they quickly run back and PB announces an emergency lockdown in the palace. Jake and Lady see everyone moving and figure something is up. Finn is escorting people into the palace, so Jake questions him, but Finn quickly deflects. There's another pun that Finn makes to tree trunks that makes me feel uncomfortable enough to not repeat, but it is funny, so it gets a pass. Also, this Sugar Cube guy with the nice hat seems like he's having a fantastic day. I hope he shows up more in the episode. He doesn't. But everyone is present and accounted for. Thanks, Manfred.
Citizens, we are assembled here in the Candy Foyer for a momentous announcement. Tonight, we are all going to have a slumber party! What?
PB addresses everyone and says they will be having a slumber party, which everyone is thrilled about, but Finn, knowing that something's going on outside, is visibly confused. Lady, don't look at me like that. Or you, whatever your name is. This green thing reminds me of something, but I can't quite put my finger on it. PB starts to explain things to Finn, but then we get this scene with Starchy to really help us visualize what will happen. Starchy then suffers a fatal heart attack. So what was explained to Finn on why the candy people can't know about the zombies is because they would, explode. Wait, what? Finn and PB make a royal promise not to tell anybody what is really happening.
Royal promise not to let anyone find out about the zombies, ever.
What is that? It's funny, that's what it is. They decide to keep it a secret and not tell anyone, never, ever, never, no matter what, forever. I'm sure that won't come up again. So anyway, Jake barges in while Bubblegum goes to work on the cure, and Finn almost immediately breaks the promise not even 3 seconds later. Finn, come on. Jake gets suspicious, which puts Finn on edge even more than he already was, and Finn goes to work on distracting the candy people. Jake will remember this.
Who wants to play Truth or Dare?
Oh boy, truth or dare. That won't lead to anything awkward. Oh, I see. Jake pushes further about what was Finn doing with the ever-classic, "I dare you to tell the truth," to which makes Finn stumble over his words and hallucinate PB.
You promised you wouldn't frickin' tell anyone! Oh, you're so cute, Finn.
This interaction with what PB would say and then what Finn wants PB to say is actually so funny to me. It also hints that Finn has a crush on her, which is good for us to know in the first episode that Finn may have a love interest. Naturally, this interaction makes Finn very uncomfortable, so he throws his sock. Jake, being a duck, can smell the corpse on Finn's sock and makes Finn lose his cool. That's not good. Oh, never mind, it's chill now. The zombies get to the palace and start to bang on the doors, making everyone uneasy. Do you see him? I do not like the look of this guy. Is he meant to be like a raisin or something? I don't know.
I hear something I don't understand, and it makes me scared. What?
This line isn't not funny, but I like it. I guess because it's so straightforward, and yeah, I mean, it makes sense. This can stay in. Finn plays music to get a party started to drown the noise out of the zombies. And I think this is the first time we see Cinnamon Bun in the show besides the intro. That'll hold him. Finn convinces the candy people to barricade every entrance into the palace, and hey, is this root beer guy? Knowing that the windows and doors won't hold, Finn makes everybody grab sticks to smash some piñatas, which freaks out Manfred.
New game. We're gonna smash some piñatas. What? Except for you, Manfred.
Oh, thank goodness.
The terror in Manfred's high-pitched voice is funny, but also justified. What kind of taffy is Taffy Girl supposed to be? I've never seen anything like that. The candy people stand their ground against the zombies, and honestly, I would not want to be a zombie in this situation.
I'm hanging the piñatas. They're all around you. Smash the piñatas!
All these candy people and kids running full sprint with sticks with the sole intent to beat you to a pulp would definitely have me turning around and running as far as I could in the opposite direction. Okay, Finn, pop off. Chocoberry, no, gross. Jake, despite not knowing what has happened, but can see the aftermath, still can't be told by Finn because it'll break the royal promise. That's problematic. Bet you thought the day was saved, huh?
This is really, really bad, Finn. You can't break royal promises. Never, ever, never, no matter what, forever.
PB freaks out on Finn a little because you can't break a royal promise, never, ever, never, no matter what, forever. Or something. So these are the Gumball Guardians, which makes me think, did PB invent royal promises? Why do the Gumball Guardians enforce it? Can other kingdoms make royal promises? Do they have their own version of the Guardians of the Royal Promise?
You have broken a royal promise, for which the penalty is trial by fire.
Trial by fire.
That's stupid.
I love Finn's "that's stupid" because it's just so flat yet genuine, and I can't help but smile whenever I hear it. Since PB cares for Finn, the Guardians agree to give him a less hot trial. This is such a subtle but good joke.
You must now answer math questions.
Mathematical!
Finn, you're terrible at math.
Finn being so excited to solve a math question is funny and unexpected, especially because PB reminds him and informs us that Finn is actually terrible at math. I don't know why I bothered pausing on this, because it makes absolutely no sense, but the fact that the numbers change so rapidly is great.
Wait, I thought of a better one. Yes, 2 plus 2.
Solve it or die.
I haven't looked at the credits yet, but I think this Gumball Guardian is voiced by Tom Kenny. Only because he says die in a weird voice that kinda sounds like SpongeBob to me. Even though this is elementary math, both Finn and more importantly Bubblegum seem genuinely puzzled. That'll set the taxpayers back a bit. Why are they both teleported to the lab? It would make more sense if they were put back where they were when the promise was broken, or even back where they were when the promise was made. I'm nitpicking now, forget what I said.
Who's not good at math? I was all 4.
Finn is his own hype man. Heck yeah, it was 4. Get that smug look off your face, PP. We both know what you've done. Finn's the real hero here, and he deserves all of the credit. Okay, so X is 4, now solve for Y. With the serum properly complete, they bring everyone back to life for real this time.
All my dead relatives.
I don't know who this is, but this line is funny. How did they bring Starchy back? There was nothing left of him. Anyway, Finn and Jake make up, and Finn gets the wrong message about promises and what they mean. There is this final bit with Starchy telling Finn that he likes the taste of flesh, but I'm sure he was kidding, and this won't ever come up again. Overall, I like this episode. It's great. It makes for an entertaining first episode. Personally, I think the comedy in the beginning is a bit of a miss, but with good jokes around every corner, you are quick to forget about those. We learn some of the characteristics of the main cast and even get introduced to some of the side characters. We'll meet more later, but this gives us a nice baseline for everybody who's involved. And we get to learn about the Candy Kingdom, which is always good. I also wanted to thank my friend Nate for helping my vision of an intro come to life. Next episode is Trouble in Lumpy Space, and I'm not going to sugarcoat it, I don't really care for this episode. Get it?